Dr. Ganga from Department of History, Auxilium College, Vellore. In this class, we are going to see about the causes of the French Revolution, and few among the causes were social cause, political cause, economic cause, and intellectual cause. The causes, it consists of social cause. In social cause, we see the society has been divided into two: the privileged class and unprivileged class. The privileged class, they were subdivided as the first estate, which consists of clergy, and the second estate, which consists of nobles. Clergies, they had occupied important position in the churches and they had led a luxurious life. When we come to the nobles, they had monopoly rights in all the divisions and the societies. And the third estate, we call them as bourgeois, and they had been called as a middle people, middle class people. So those middle class people, they consist of professors, lawyers, bankers, and the intellectual like philosophers. All those people, they come under the middle class, and also the peasants. So here in the middle class people, they had paid a lot of tax to the ruling people. So if the French Marxism code, it states that the nobles fight, the clergies pray, as well as the common people, they pays. So the society goes on, and there is an injustice and despotism in the society, and the people start to fight against the ruling government. Next is political cause. When we come to the political cause, there were big successes. Big successes is first Louis XIV. He was a great monarch. And he was ruling the French government in a good and beautiful manner. And he had fought many wars, and it resulted in bankruptcy. Next, so he called his grandson Louis XV, and he advised him not to wage for more wars. So when Louis XV he came over, he didn't listen to the words of his grandfather, and he also waged war. It resulted in bankruptcy. And then comes Louis XVI, and he has started his rule at the age of 20. So he has been a weak successor. So he has been assisted by his queen called as Maria Antoinette. So she has been assisting, and she is the empress from Austria. So the matrimonial alliance which has been fixed is there should be a good relationship between Austria-Hungary as well as France. So she has involved in the 7 Years' War, which resulted in a big political downfall for the French. Economic cause. So these French people, they had waged war, many expensive wars like French 7 Years' Wars. All those they had involved, and it resulted in the loss of economy. Then comes the participation in the American War of Independence. The French soldiers and the nobles, they had participated in the American War of Independence, and it resulted in the idea of revolution against the French people. Then is famine. Due to the climate change, there was a great loss, like the summer, which has resulted in drought. So there was the staple crop is called as wheat in France, and there was much drought as the summer is more in France. Next comes high taxation. It is said that many people had paid many taxes. They had quoted that they had paid salt tax, corvée tax, road tax, as well as tilth, which has been paid to the church. So many taxes were paid by these people, and these people had, the middle class people, they had suffered a lot by paying them to the government. Next is intellectual cause. So the philosophers, they had worked more for the intellectual awakening of the people. So most important philosopher in France is Montesquieu. So his ideas has inspired the people by the concept called as constitutional form of government, and he has given a separation theory which has been divided as executive, judiciary, as well as legislative. The separation of powers has been divided in such a way, and he has wrote a book called as Spirit of Laws in 1748. So it talks about the absolute democracy to be given, and it was against the ruling parties. So this is the one among the philosophers who has worked for the French Revolution. His ideas has inspired the French Revolution. Then comes Rousseau, and he has been talking for the general will. So he says that the people are born free. The main famous quote is, the people are born free and everywhere they are in the chains. So he has quoted that the French people were engaged in the chains, and they have to overcome that. So in a social contract book, he has mentioned it, and it got inspiration among the people. Then is Voltaire. So Voltaire, he also has shaped the revolutionary ideas and he had been a symbol of enlightenment for the French Revolution. Then the other writers like Diderot, D'Alembert and Holbein held these were the people who has been working for the philosophy. So these philosophers has against the absolute monarchy and they had given a faith in democracy and it helped them to spread the ideas against the French Revolution to have a good monarchy. So this is the topic that we have saw. Thank you.